So, carrying on. I did provide a link for music. If you prefer your own music, of course, you don't have to bother with that. Although sometimes the music is ambient, but it's up to you guys. Just turning it down for me. It's a little bit loud. So we were right in mid-action, and so um, Fulvus, I wanted to start with you. You had just come up to these captives, and did you run up or did you try to come up quietly?
Mm. This was during the combat, so I was probably just running up, trying to
Okay.
get to them as quickly as possible.
Of course, how loud are the footsteps of a hobbit? But okay. Um, you can see some movement, and the one directly in front of you, especially. But as you come up to it,
Um, yeah, I just try to release them. I think
okay,
I have a knife. Yeah.
and so they're all wrapped up in some sort of a cloth, and then they've got binds around them to kind of almost wrap like a mummy of sorts. And as soon as you start cutting, they start to squirm and yell. You know, not yell, but like, "You're not gonna cut me!" And he's trying to squirm away from you.
Uh, we're here to save you from your captors.
He sort of stops. Oh, who are you?
I'm Fulvus Brandybuck. I'm in the company of some dwarves, elves, and men.
Praise be to Allah. He stops squirming and continue cutting. And it's a dwarf.
They got loud all of a sudden.
But he's very worse for wear. Now, Wanderer, you see this, still with bow in hand, looking for any strays. But clearly it's a dwarf with the beard and the size. The size of the other two wrapped up, you're going to guess they're probably dwarves as well. And you start to hear them, uh, they respond. And this one is, he's still lying down, but he sits up and he's just kind of rubbing his eyes. And he's, please release my friends.
I cut the other two loose, and
Okay.
I asked them all. Um, I'd like to know more about what's happened here, but I think we don't have much time. It sounds like that there's some captain or commander coming soon. Do all of you have strength to walk?
Walk, yes, but we've been terribly mistreated. I don't think we can fight. And, right, I'm going to stop there for a moment. Ellery, what are you doing at this point? You were circling back towards Belaganor.
Yeah, and then I was coming back across the river. Mostly just, if I don't know if they're pursuing me or not, I'm keeping my distance and moving quickly, trying to get back to the south of the camp and move back up and in. Or maybe take a hiding point even in one of these buildings.
You mean tents?
Yeah.
Okay, they are continuing to run away. Hairbrand, you can see this as well. And Belaganor, from your height, I mean, they're kind of obscured by trees, but they're moving away from you.
I think I'm just gonna stay in my boat for now, because I don't think I would have a clean shot.
Okay, you're gonna stay up in the tree?
Yeah, I'll stay up though, just in case, like, if they start coming back with reinforcements.
I see. Okay. Wanderer, what is your action?
Because I had moved it earlier just to see, like, how.
I'm still gonna stay, on lookout, but I'll move closer to these to help, if needed, get them untied and standing.
Okay. What you and Fulvus, what you see about these three? There's still a strong sense of fear on their face. They're bruised, some cuts. There's a very haunted look in their eyes. And you can see that parts of their beard have been torn out. And they, once they get out, they slowly get to their feet, and the one down here says, "We are Vidar," and he points to the one to his right. This one. Ginar. Einar. And all three of them bow very low. "At your service." And they're looking about. And right at that point, the door flings open right below Bane.
Oh, shit.
And barreling out comes a troll. Although he's going to move slowly across the screen from the other direction. Very slow. Now Bane was waiting. Bane set up an ambush. Battle axe over his head. And I need to I need to remove a number of people from... I forgot to do this while we were away. Remove dead, defeated bandits from the combat trackers so that don't keep cycling through them. Sorry for the delay. And I will add a nasty troll. There we there he is. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead. Bane obviously has forward stance. And top of this round then, what stance do you all want to take? And then I will do Bane's attack first because he had already set up an ambush.
I'm defensive. I set my token.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, you still were.
Yeah, I'm staying forward. So.
Okay.
I'm kind of far away, so I'm gonna change to a rearward.
Yeah, you're already set
Yeah,
at that still.
Okay. Trying to learn to remember the symbols there.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, we'll get used to that. Oh, why is Bane is showing up as rearward, and he's not. Okay. Hopefully this will let me attack as... So I know good and well he was planning to full force of his axe. He was ready to go. And I want to check one thing. Ah, go away. Because I've been looking over some other of the rules. And I'm going to give him a bonus. Because he has surprised him. I'm going to make this favorite for him. Great success. And we'll go with a heavy blow. If it'll do it. Oh, yes. And let's see. So make sure that the coding worked for him. Yeah, that is his target number. Okay, cool. And he does succeed in that, but he does take... I clicked the wrong one. There we go. Oh, I see, yes, he got a Gandalf and a heavy blow. So he succeeded in his protection roll from his armor, from the piercing, but he does take a lot of extra damage. 16 points. Alright. That's a lot of points from one blow of the axe. Okay.
No kidding.
Yeah. It's a grievous axe as well, so that's part of it. It has more damage to it. Okay. Herobrand, you're in forward, so you may move next. You're some distance away.
Yeah. I see. I assume the brigands are still fleeing away.
They seem to be. Last you saw, and then you heard this door get thrown open.
All right. Well, I guess I'll turn around then and say, well, I guess he's more of a threat, and perhaps the elf archer can keep them at bay or take a pot shot at them. So I'll start running over. How far can I go? Let's see.
It's under skill and combat options, so you can go up to your strength in meters.
Where's So I gotta go back a little bit. Out here. Okay. All right. Oh, can I? So I have to move back a little bit. I don't. It's not.
Oh, you're on the measuring tool still. Yeah, I do
Oh,
that. I do that all the time. Or it's the drawing tool. I end up drawing things when I'm trying to move a token. It's all the
So
time.
just go to token control. Is that what I do then? Okay.
Yeah, you just got to select the square right to the next to the Lego person. To the right of it.
Oh. Oh, to the right of it. Okay.
Yeah, it looks like a broken square is what it is.
I'm not there. Then I guess I get to the corner or so of the.
There you go. All right. And let's see. Pellicano, you're in open stance. So you are next.
Yeah. Uh, how far is my bow shoot? Is it on the sheet?
It is, but you can also, on the journal called Screen, I highly recommend you have that open if you can,
Yeah.
because it has all kinds of useful things. But see, what if you got a regular bow? So your long range is 30 plus your strength in meters. I think you're out of range from where you're at.
Okay.
But if you wanted to
Yeah,
make
definitely.
if you wanted to make a battle roll and if successful, it would allow you to be able to hit, or at least to make an attack.
Say that again. Sorry.
Um, if you were to make a battle roll,
Yeah.
you could overcome that limitation, but you'd have to. It would, if you only got a single success, it would only occur for that round. If you got 2 successes, it would last the whole combat. But it's up to you. Or you could get down out of the tree and start making your way that direction. He was running out by force, so he's
I think that's what I'll do.
get down. All right, you can get to the
Yeah,
edge
I'm gonna
of the
get down.
river.
Okay, so I gotta take off the distance. Hold on.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll get to the edge of the
yeah,
river.
you get to there. Okay, Wanderer,
Yes.
you're up.
Okay. So I'm gonna stay where I'm at to cover these guys since they said they can't fight yet. So yeah, I'm within medium.
Okay, it's going to be a -1 die to attack.
Okay.
Remember to double
not
right.
like-
You got to double right click.
I'm like,
Yes, Fulvus, we did. I did it again. Oh, sorry. I don't really have it in for you, man. I'm sorry. Continue to. All right.
damn.
Oh, that was a bad failure.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me skip back to Fulvus. Okay, go for it.
How do the 3 dwarves in front of me look after seeing this troll?
Fear. And. There you go. I just did it. Range. I need to be on selection. This one backs up. And. This isn't like dwarves, but they've been so beaten. Normally they're fearless and it doesn't matter what, but they're in such bad state. And something about this troll terrifies them. The one on the end looks like he's going to go scramble underneath the cart as best he can. I haven't put them in the combat tracker for a reason.
Okay. Could I roll for an Hearten to raise their spirits?
Yeah, you can. That's no penalties.
Alright. I'm also gonna spend a hope to get an extra die.
Okay, and yeah, that works. Great success. And how are you going about that to enhearten them?
Um, I guess I tell them uh the uh I see the fear in all of you. But the stories of dwarves I've heard where just a single one could take down a troll. Uh, and we this is just another obstacle in finding your king, uh, Thorin, right?
Yeah, that is. Well, Thorin is the son of the king, but
If you don't have the strength to fight, I think we can still do something to help.
they, you see, their countenance changes a little bit, and they nod. And but they are weak, and so um, but they're conferring to one another. They kind of huddle up. And
Does that enhearten? I think it gives everyone in the company forward stance bonus, right?
let's see. He got a great success, so that gives forward and open both. And it's under combat
Asks.
tasks, yeah. One die on attack rolls. So anybody in forward and open stance. And that'll be for your next one. Only the next one, though. But it also lifts the spirits. And I know how I will apply what it's going to do for these dwarves for the next round. But you see the pride of their culture steal over their eyes. That you've just woken them up. Yes, you're right. We are dwarves, sort of thing. And Elleray, you haven't gone yet. So, in fact, that's not fair. I should have had Fulvus go first. I'll let it be for your next attack, Wanderer. So, Elleray, you get +1 die to attack if you're going to make one. And it's your turn now.
Well, I'm in rearward stance.
I know, but it's time for rearward. So if you wanted to attack, you get a +1.
Okay, so I'm in short range. I'm 25 meters. Do a called shot. So I lose 1 dice on the attack.
What are you shooting?
I'm shooting his.
No, I mean,
He has a
what
weapon.
Yeah, what weapon do you have?
Oh, my bow.
Oh, I didn't know you had a bow.
Yeah, it's my special weapon is the bow.
Okay. Oh, you have a spear and a bow. That's right. I thought the spear was
Basic
your only
spear, and then it's the.
one. Yeah.
enhanced weapon.
That's medium range for you actually.
Oh, okay.
20 plus strength is medium range. But still, that's a -1, so the +1 from Fulvus counteracts
I
that.
get how it is. Okay.
Yeah. But Fulvus
Um,
counteracts your negative, so it's a straight up roll for you.
Weapon is the troll using.
He has a big club, a very large club, which is basically a tree trunk.
So I'll shoot. I'll attempt a called shot on his main hand, whatever his main.
He's
wielding
a
hand.
right-hander, it looks like.
Perfect.
A called shot, you lose 1 die on your attack. But if you're successful, I would say in this, you like hit a finger. Because you're trying to make him drop his club. Is that right?
No, what it says is they have like a -2 penalty.
For that limb.
They roll. Old shot says they roll a protection test. If I hit, if they fail, the limb is disabled and they lose 2 dice on all actions using it.
Yeah. That's a homebrew I'm trying out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not actually in the core rules. They don't have anything. I thought you
Seems
need
like
it.
good.
So, we'll see how it works. But that, yeah. That's from the first edition, I believe. So I don't know why they
Okay.
get rid of it. Anyway, so you lose
they're
1
probably
die
trying
on
to
your
make
attack. We'll follow
Things
it, see how
trying
it
to be
goes.
simplified.
So
Have
you
him selected, but okay,
double,
there we go.
double right click on your target.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
Remember.
it's not a normal thing to do.
There we go.
Great success. How was that a great success? Oh, that's a 9. Sorry. There's a 6. All right. Wow. Okay.
My bow has something.
Oh, it's a fell bow.
Oh, it's my injury rating. Injury rating, yeah, exactly. Up by 1.
Ah. So that means
Spell.
what did he roll? Because oh, great success. Okay. But you still damaged him. Ah.
So do protection rolls count? Like technically, he has to make 2 protection rolls.
Yes, he does. That was just the protection roll for the injury.
Called
So
shot.
I'm going to do another one for him.
Okay.
For the cold shot, yes. And
Big boy.
yeah. Yeah, he's a tough dude. He's big. But-
I still did some damage to him, though, right?
Yes,
I
you
just
did.
didn't
You
get
did 3
the
points.
Piercing.
Yeah. Well, he managed his protection on that, but you still did damage to him. So. All right. He had momentum, so he got hit pretty hard with an axe, but he had some momentum, but he caught himself and comes spinning around to see what's going on. Couldn't quite pinpoint exactly where that arrow came from, because you are kind of hidden in shade there. And an arrow hit over his shoulder and hit the door behind him from Wanderer. So he turns. He definitely knew that he was hit pretty hard from the back, so he turns and he's going to attack Bane. And let's see what happens. Why is he... Hold on a second. It was coming up as a bonus die, and he shouldn't have a bonus die. Because you don't do stances on adversaries. that again. All right. Why is it? I'm going to remove that. I don't know why it is, but anyway. Oh. He swings and crashes into the lintel right there. Bane just jumps out of the way. And although you may not be as aware of it, Herobrand, but these three weren't stopping to watch. So, jump around to the top of the round. Any changes of stance?
No, I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
Okay. Oh, he moved closer.
You know,
I
I just... It says for every hero in rearward, there need to be 2 in forward.
There is 2. There's Herobrand and Bane. Just Herobrand
Okay,
hasn't.
perfect. I can't
Herobrand
see.
hasn't gotten there yet.
Like, I gotcha. Perfect.
Yeah. Billy Kenner, I think you were saying something and we cut you off.
Oh no, I was just saying I'm just want to stay where I'm at in open stance.
Okay. All right. I will let, since Bane's right there on it, I'm going to let him go ahead and attack. All right. And where's your, there we go. Huh. Okay, so I'm getting rules wrong too. I know why the troll had a +1, because Bane is an open stance, which gives your adversary a +1 to hit you. Oh well. Remember next time. And the regular hit.
Oh, because I'm in open stance.
No, I was talking about the troll. When he was attacking Bane, he was coming up as
okay.
having a +1 die, and I'm like, why? He shouldn't, but no, he should have.
Gotcha.
All right. But he still does damage to him. Let's see. Okay, Herobrand, you are also in forward stance, so you may now move, or...
Yeah, that's about all I can do. Let's see. Okay. To do measuring tool. What's wrong with me? Okay.
What is your strength, by the way?
I think it's 6. Right, because my target number, let's see.
Why is there a circle on the screen?
Because I screwed up.
Oh, okay.
Because I used this measurement control thing.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I think I can probably delete it. Nope.
Yeah, you got it? Okay.
No, I can't. Oh, well.
Oh, do I? Okay.
It won't let me select it. That's weird. You should be able to click to the edge of it or something to...
Oh, yeah, so my, yeah, my strength is 6. Oh. What is... Let's try... Control. Right click?
So you just move into there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Let's...
don't know how to do that circle.
If you're on the drawing tool, again, there should be the column to your right that opens up. There should be a broken square at the top. You should be able to drag over it to select it and then delete it. It won't let me do it. Or we just got a blue circle there for the rest of the day. That's all right. I'll carry on if you can figure it out.
Okay. Yeah, go
Sorry.
ahead. Yeah.
All right.
And
Oh,
I'm gonna blow my horn while I'm running, just to alert the troll that trouble's coming.
yeah, I'm actually okay. I will take that into account for his action because that might distract him a bit because he doesn't know quite what's going on back over here, other than he saw a few dead bodies from the bandits he was traveling with. All right, Billiganor, you're in open stance. So you're going to stay there, you say?
All right. Oh no. So it's the little small number beside strength, right? Is what my movement is, right?
Yeah, that's right. The big number is your
Okay.
target
So
number.
I think I can basically just get across the river. Yeah, I think I could just basically get across the river then. So I'll go ahead and move across.
Okay.
I still think I'm out of range though. So
Let's see what's. Only just. You'll be able to next
yeah,
round.
yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Fulvus, defensive stance. Are you still defensive stance, actually?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I will. I'll just move forward some. So let's see. Can't go very far. But
No. I'm not sure I like the movement rules. You don't get to move very much. Because I've been playing Alien a lot and you can move quite a bit. Maybe that's what I'm used to. All right.
Oh, and everybody's the same size too.
That too. Yeah. All right. Wanderer, you're up. You have a +1.
Okay. So I'm gonna attack with my bow again.
All right. You have a minus. No, you don't. Your -1 has been counteracted from the Inheart from Fulvus.
Okay, so I'm at 0. Go better. Damn it.
Too
No
bad.
more bow for me. I suck with my bow.
Yeah. Although I'm not going to go back and take it away, but Fulvus, that sort of combat task is for open stance. Rally comrades is what that is, but it's all right. Well, you were in defensive stance at the time, but that's okay. Just for next
Okay.
time.
Yeah.
Elray, you are up, and you don't have your +1 anymore. So you're gonna have a -1 to shoot from there, because you're at medium
Yeah,
range.
I was gonna move up.
Oh, you're gonna choose to
Do
move
another
instead. Okay.
Yeah. I'm still kind of like maintaining cover. What is movement? How does it work?
Your strength in meters.
Okay, so I can move 15. Oh my god. This map is so huge, I have to scroll in to see.
Yeah, I know.
Wow, that's far.
Move about there. That elf strength, yo.
Is it your strength or your targets?
Yeah, your strength, not your target number.
Which
The
is...
strength is the small number.
Oh, gotcha. Thought it was the other way around.
Yeah, no, it's a target number.
That confuses the hell out of me.
Yeah.
The TN is next to the big number, so that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. 5. Oh god. Basically, yeah, move up behind this tent here, taking cover, trying to get a better aim for called shot, or better vantage anyways.
Oh yeah,
I'll
definitely.
pass.
All right. And that is the extent. The 3 dwarves begin singing very deep and baritone song of an old battle of victory. And although you've already gone for this round, you're fearing cheered on, especially Bane. He hears it, and he knows the tune well. The troll is continuing his onslaught towards Bane. He missed last time. And this time I will let him have his +1. Uh-oh. We said it at the same time. And Bane's protection. Now, I need to double check here because IE has a cultural virtue of, yes, stone hard, so all of his protection rolls are favored. And he protects himself, but he does still take some damage. And his endurance. I scrolled past it. Oh, there it is. Okay, weird. His max is written as... Okay, I think I know what he's doing here. Ooh. He's getting... His load is like 1 point less than his endurance, so 1 more point of endurance loss, and he's going to be weary. Okay, top of the round then. Any change of stance? Go ahead and make it.
Yes. Oh. I'm gonna change to open.
I also changed to open.
Okay. And, Hairbrand, I'll go ahead and let you move first.
Same thing, I'm blowing the horn and screaming, Adale, Adale!
Okay. Alright, Bane's going to attack. And... Ooh, great success, and he will go with a heavy blow. Another 16 points of damage. Uh-oh. This troll has taken some battering. That's 2 heavy axe hits. Let's see, 16 points. Okay, open stance, people.
I'm gonna move. Oh wait, am I first? Yeah, first. Okay. Oh, measure move. And then I'm still out of range to attack, so I'll make an enheartened roll.
So you're gonna go for rally comrades then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where is that on this sheet?
Skills. I believe it's at the top in the center column.
Ah, there it is. Confuses me. It's not in alphabetical order.
I know. Ah, failed. Alright.
I'm terrible today.
Fulvus, go ahead.
Yeah, I changed course and now I'm running my up towards like this tree line here.
Oh, okay.
Just
And
leave the dwarves up there.
Bell again, or you may go now. You're in open stance.
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna. I think I might be able to get him after I move. Let me. I was just trying to see the distance.
You'll be able
Maybe,
to,
like,
if you move this round, you'll be able to go next
Right.
round.
right there. Okay. Okay, we'll go. Well, couldn't I shoot while moving?
Ooh, I forgot, and I
Or
did
is
make
it
a
like-
point to tell you that. Yes.
Because it puts me right there.
Yes. No. You run and
so
you
let me-
shoot. So that'll be it's still your long range, so it's going to be a -2. But you can
Okay.
-2 dice, but you can still attack.
Yeah, let me do that. Okay. So that's the penalty and bonus section,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yeah, you just drag it 2 to the left.
Okay.
Physical form.
So click on the middle one to the left,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Make sure I did that right.
Yeah. What's your? Yeah, your bow skills too. So that would mean you had no success dice. So it was just your feet
Yeah.
die. It's worth a shot anyway.
Yep. Okay.
All right.
Worth a shot. Alright.
In the literal sense of the word. All right, LRA, it's now up to rearward stance, and you are much closer. What are you in now? Still medium? No, it looks like you've got into short range. So you have no negative for range for to attack from there.
So I'll just have a -1 for my called shot then.
All right, you're going for that again. Cool.
I'm gonna trying to shoot out his weapon arm. How do I?
Double right click on him.
It still has him selected. Do I just click the penalty dice? Just one.
Oh yeah, you move it. Sorry, I didn't know what you're asking. Yeah, you move it 1 to the left. It should be on 0. Oh, another failure. All right. This troll. Oops, I've been forgetting to do this. Trolls hate dwarves with a passion. I've not been rolling his attack right, but he's going back to swing now. Uh-oh.
Oh shit.
He can't do those things. No, he's just gonna do a double heavy blow, which is gonna be
Ow.
and he has a favored roll in his protection for Bane. He's protected. Bane falls down though and is unconscious, and let's see, there I am on the measurement tool again. Knocks him back down over to here. Well, as far as you know, Bane stops moving. But he didn't take an injury, which is good. He can recover from it faster. All right. And top of the round then. Any change of stance? And if not, then Hairbrand. You are up.
Well, can I? So I won't be able to get to him. Can I, while I'm running, try to intimidate him? With
You're in forward stance. Yeah, you can with a big yell.
yeah, I'm gonna blow my horn, yell, Adele, Adele, you know, the Dale men have come, something like that.
Okay. Now, do you have a distinct? You've got a distinctive feature of fears.
Yes, I've got a dragon, and I
If
have a
you
dragon.
spend one hope, that means you'll get a bonus 2 die on your all roll.
Okay. Yeah, let's
And
Cool. tell me
your
about
yeah.
spending the hope again. I can get that back at some point. How's it?
Yeah, you hope you can
A lot of
recover.
hope anyway.
It is slow to replenish, but
Yeah, I'll try that. I'll do that. Get to it. Alright.
and so the little window that comes up for the dice roll, make sure to click the inspired and then click the hope bonus.
Okay, and I'm rolling on awe, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's inspired and a hope bonus, right? And then I have that dragon tooth. Yeah, the distinctive feature that's included. You're saying when I do that?
Um, yeah, that's what fierce allows you to do, because
Okay. Okay.
when you're inspired, if you use that for a skill roll, then if you spend a hope point, you get 2 bonus instead of 1 bonus.
Okay, so I'll get inspired and 2 bonus. Is that what I could do?
If you just click the inspired box and then click the hope bonus, it'll do it for you.
Okay. All right, so here we go.
There's quite a bit of dice. Great success.
And
And
move over to about there.
you have successfully scared a troll. Just this screaming warrior coming running for him. And he goes barreling this way, plowing through trees. He's not thinking straight, except
That this crazy man's coming after.
because he could have gone back into his hole, but you got a great success, so I'm going to have him not think very straight at all. And he makes it that far. And then we get to Wanderer as an open stance.
I'm gonna move and change my weapons
All
from
right.
my bow to my sword.
All right. And then Belagano, you're open stance as well. So he's now, unfortunately, your plan, there's a couple of tents between you.
Right. Right. Let me see. Maybe is he like running away, or is this like a temporary thing?
He's running in he's running in towards this way. I mean, along this route.
Okay.
Although he's
Right.
tall enough, he's kind of having to
Um,
swap tree branches out of his way.
I might go like towards this way right here, then see if I can get him over that way. So I'll move a little bit that way because I only got like 5 meters movement. So let me see how far I can get. Oh no. Didn't mean to move it. I could get like. Right there.
All right, and Fulvus.
And
Oh,
that will be about it.
okay. And Fulvus, you're also in open stance.
Yeah, I'm. Fulvus is still running towards the tree line. I think at this point, can I do a like stealth
Yes,
to hide
easily.
here? Okay.
And your cultural virtue.
Yeah, art of disappearing.
Yeah. It almost seems like it's magic. Yeah, you'll be properly hidden if successful. Oh, not successful.
No
though.
point.
All right. And let's see, Elleray, you're up now.
Ready. Ready to get.
Now, you're behind a tent, but he's tall, so you could actually. That tent is low to the ground, so you could actually see him from where you're at, but.
I guess I'll have to do just a regular shot then.
All right.
He's pretty close to me. I might be kind of scared.
Yeah, I'm going to give you a +1 because he's not defending himself very well. He's big, and you're close.
Oh my god.
You're rolling like me. I'm infecting you all. All right. He's continuing to run. He's actually beyond the map just a little bit. Can you guys see him if I put him out here?
I can't.
No. No.
All right, but
No.
if I put a little bit of him there, you can see him.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we can see a little bit, yeah.
All right, so I'll just have to leave him there, but he's just a little bit further than that right now. All right, top of the round then. Any change of stance, go ahead. Bane is not moving. One of the dwarves is moving that way. Okay. Herobrand.
I'm just gonna still chase toward the troll and scream at him, blow up the horn, scream, Adale, the Dalemen have come to kill trolls!
Go ahead and move.
Hopefully keep them running.
Yeah. All right. Wanderer. She had stepped away. Okay, she's not back. Okay, let's go with Belagano right now then. You're in open stance.
So yeah, he okay, so from there it says it's like 40 meters. He's a little bit outside of right there, right?
That's right. Your strength is what?
Okay, so it's probably 5.
5, so you got 35 meters as your long range.
Okay. So still not going to be able to.
Well, you can still run and
okay.
shoot if you want. If you run straight that direction, you'll be in long range by the time you're at the end of it.
Okay, yeah, I can do that, yeah.
You will have -2 though.
So let me see where I need it. Yeah, gotcha. There. They don't give you much movement in this game.
I
do
know
they?
it. I'm not.
So
I'm gonna look into that.
right. So would I have a clean shot of him through there? I mean, there's like I know there's a tree there.
Yeah, but
Enough,
if you look at your path, you're going underneath the branches of the tree closest to you. So it's pretty much a pretty clear shot, other than the distance.
Okay. Alright, hopefully it's a lucky roll.
It's not, unfortunately. Sorry, man.
It's not. Okay.
Alright. Wander,
No, you're fine.
Wander, are you back?
I am.
Okay. What is your movement?
I'm just gonna move forward again.
Okay, go ahead.
Right there.
And Fulvus, you're also in open stance.
Yeah, I'm moving up through this and just keeping an eye out if anyone comes from the north.
Okay. Are you going to attempt to disappear again?
Yeah. Let me roll that.
You are successful.
Okay. I think Art of Disappearing does something if I roll a great success. Oh, I can spend one to simply disappear.
Oh, that's when you have, still getting it all memorized here. Yeah. You guys have lost all sight of Fulvus. Completely. Almost as if he had a magic ring. Yes. All right. And we are back to Elleray to round off the round for us.
I start moving towards where I saw Bane fall.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. I'm gonna have this troll continue to move, but since you need to be able to see him to be able to target him, I'm gonna have him there. It's just considering to be a few more meters ahead of you. I think, Bill, again, the way he's moving, you're always going to be doing a run and shoot. Because he's going to be just that much ahead of you each time for that direction. All right. Top of the round, then. Stance changes, if any. And if none, then Herobrand, you may make your action.
Well, I guess I could, yeah, I'll move down that way. Okay. And same thing, just yelling. It's troll killing time.
At least troll running time.
Yeah. Much prefer to see his back than his front.
Yeah, that is a bonus. All right. Wanderer.
I'm gonna keep chasing the troll as well to help back up the other guys if needed. Or there.
Okay. And Billiganor. Hello? Is he still in chat? Yes.
Me?
Yeah. You're up.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
That's all right.
So he's fully gone, right? Outside of the map.
Technically, if you ran your movement rate, you could still do another shot, although it's
Right.
still a long distance for you.
Right. How long is like he going to be feared, like afraid of us? Like,
No way to know.
I mean, I don't. Yeah, okay, yeah. I was like, I don't want to like meta game or anything like that, but
No.
like, I don't.
I get you.
All it takes is one lucky hit.
Yeah.
You can also
Right.
spend hope.
Oh yeah. How much hope do I need to spend?
Just you can only spend 1 point, and that'll give you 1 bonus.
Okay. Okay, so take just 1 minus. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
I'll do that. Spend 1 of my hopes. So I'll move and then shoot. Let me see how far the 5 meters would be about. That's too far. About the edge of the other side of the fire, looks like. It's like right there. And I would be able to see him from right there.
Yes, you would.
Okay. Alright, let me go ahead and
Especially being an
pick off
elf.
a hoop. Right.
Yeah, when you make your roll, there's a box to check that says for hope bonus. I forget how
Okay.
it's worded, but it'll be obvious.
You're right, yeah. Okay.
Watch you roll a Gandalf and then get a 6.
Sweet.
Right.
Oh,
It would be, hopefully.
yeah. All right.
Oh well.
Yeah. It's because I controlled your character for last session, so there's this lingering taint of dice rolls. Sorry
Right.
about that.
Right.
Yeah, it's my
No,
fault.
it's just kind of been too far away from him, so.
Yeah. All right, Fulvus, you are technically invisible right now.
Yeah. So, is there like a skill associated if I wanted to like climb one of these trees or something to get a good like scouting view?
Athletics, although these trees have a lot of footholds, I would not make you roll for it.
Okay, yeah, I'll climb up one of these trees and just keep a lookout for everyone as they go chase down the troll.
Yeah, one of the best trees to do it up there would be this one.
Okay,
Just because it's at the top of the hill, and it's tall. And if you really wanted to scout this tree here, so I don't know if you guys remember, but there's a few what looks like stumps, but I did it that way, and you see the shade of the tree above it, like all around here. They're very, very large trees. Although you're a little bit of distance away, but there you can see for miles from them.
Yeah, I'll run towards this tree then.
Which one?
The one to the north.
Oh, okay,
of
that one
me.
on top of the hill. Okay, cool. All right, and El Rey. He's gone into your medium range, I believe, because he's off the edge of the map there. Oh, but you were running towards
Well,
Spain.
yeah, I'm heading towards. I put my bow away and I'm running towards Bane, muttering under my
Flexing your
breath.
knuckles. It's time for a healer.
We never should have come out here.
All right. Oh, you moved much closer. All right. Standing by the doorway, this partially open doorway, there's a horrendous stench coming from within. And top of the round, before you make your decisions for stance, the sound of this troll barreling through the forest, he comes to a stop. And you're a little bit obscured. You can't quite tell what he's doing because there's a lot of foliage in the way, but he does come to a stop. All right. Any change of stance? And if not, then Herobrand, you are up.
All right. Let's see. I guess I will. I'm gonna move this way. I guess. Okay. Like this, about there, and just still scream my nonsense.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I guess I could try and. Can I try and intimidate him again?
Well, you're a little bit distant, but so
Can he hear me?
yeah.
Scream my-
Well, you know, I mean, judging by the sound of where he stopped, it isn't that far away. So, I mean, you could still try, but it's not quite as intimidating as seeing this crazed looking warrior coming charging at you.
Well, let me. Yeah. So, what do you? How? Do you want to give me a penalty or something?
Yeah, that's
for
what I
it?
was. That's what I was leading towards. Is that so? Are you? And then are you planning to? Are you just wanting to make a straight roll? Like, are you planning to spend more hope?
No, just a straight roll at this
Okay.
point.
Yeah. I'll just do a -1 on your die roll then.
So a penalty die. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what happens.
Ah, you got a Gandalf. An automatic success. Okay. He picks up to start running, but since you're there, he's... Oh, did it again. And he starts running a bit.
The Dale men have come to kill trolls.
But downwards, which might put at an advantage for Belaganor. Or not an advantage, but...
Better shot.
Yeah. Alright. Open stance. Wanderer.
I'm going to continue my trek forward and chasing the troll.
Okay. You can hear where he's moved. So, I mean, you can pinpoint his location.
Okay. Oh wait, I gotta switch to off that.
You can move into here if you wish, because you're going around that tent if you wanted to.
Okay.
All right. And Fulvus, you're getting to the top of that tree. You can see here or there those three bandits. They're continuing to run away from this area. No sign of them circling back at all. And no sign of, at least in the nearby area, any sort of reinforcements.
Okay. Yeah, I'll stay up here then for the time being.
Okay. Belliganor, you heard him take a change in direction. And you are already
All
in
right.
long range as you are right now. If you did your run and shoot, you'd be at
Okay.
medium range, and that would only be a -1 to hit.
Okay, I'll do that, and then spend a hope, and then
Ooh.
um,
Then you're gonna have +1. So that'll get rid of the negative for the range, so it'd be a straight up roll for you.
right. Let me see.
What you did.
Just see what 5 meters is, and then I'll move. Okay, I think it's like right there.
Yeah.
So right there, I'll be in medium.
Yeah. Just. Because your
Alright.
strength is 5.
Just. Right. All right. And then let me.
So
Just one, and then add a hope.
So yeah, do the -1 and then end the hope, and there you go. Whoa! Look at that. You got a piercing blow.
Nice. There we go. Um,
Ah!
I do. So I click the piercing roll to protect. Or wait.
No, I rolled that for him.
Uh,
That's his protection roll.
gotcha.
And he got protected, but you did damage him. And despite being very tough hide. Okay, then that's you, LRA. You can close the distance and get up to Bane now.
Is it that you can only move and not do any action? Is that
That's your main action. You can do it. Secondary actions are, there's a few listed on this screen journal entry, but basically it means like a faster, simpler thing, something that you could do at the same time as your main action.
makes sense?
So it's, try to locate someone on the battlefield, advance or retreat whilst fighting. That's like small movements. That's not like these big movements you've been doing. Draw a weapon, remove a helm, drop a shield. Or in your case, get out a healing kit of sorts, but
Yeah, I guess I could. I mean, it doesn't really matter because I can
No.
secondary action that on my next turn also.
yeah.
I would run up to him and I drop down and check to make sure he's alive.
Yeah. I'll give you that. It's, in this round, he is breathing. He's just kind of battered. He's been hit with a tree trunk a couple of times, and the last one was pretty heavy. And so he's breathing. It's kind of labored a bit, but he's kind of just knocked senseless. And knocking the wind out of him is an understatement. But his arms aren't bent in a crooked way or anything like that, so it doesn't seem to be anything is broken. And his armor has, you don't see any blood, but he's probably got a nasty bruise underneath the armor, although you can't tell right now. All right. And then those bandits have moved off. Oops, I did it again. It's been doing this movement thing. He's moving up the hill. All right. And top of the round. Staying in the same stance, everyone?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Herobrand, you may go.
Yep.
Alright, I'll run down a little bit toward him. Same thing. See if I can scare him. Why not?
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
Never know.
That's true. I could.
I
Yeah.
still love that roll that you made to start him off. I couldn't believe you were successful.
Oh, just straight up here, or what? Are we doing?
Yeah, there's because you're getting closer, so no negatives,
Okay.
and he can see you just a little bit. Oh my god, it's
Run! Run for your life!
and oh sorry, he can't move this round. He's already done. It's not his turn yet. He's right there still. So yeah, you've kept up the fear, which is at least keeping him from running to attack anybody. So, you know, don't think your actions running away aren't doing any good. At least you're preventing an injury.
And we can maybe nickel and dime him with these ranged attacks.
Well, yeah, well, Belaganor's range right now. Ooh.
If you run, we're like 19 if you're just under 20, right?
See, what's he at? Yeah, oh, just shy of short range, but still, he'd only have a -1 to hit from where he's at. So, Wanderer, what are you continuing to run then? You can go ahead and go, and Belaganor, you can go ahead and make your attack. Wanderer's getting real close. If you're attacking, that is.
I'm still in
I'm gonna try.
medium.
You're in medium
I'm still in
range,
medium.
yes. But if you run and shoot,
Okay.
by the next round you may very well be able to close the distance to short range. Because
Okay.
he's currently running
yeah, I'll
from
run and shoot again.
from an angry demon from up here. You're coming
Oh.
up with the silence of an elf off his left flank.
Right.
So he doesn't know to avoid you yet.
Mm-hmm.
You might want to move
Okay, right
this
there is
direction.
where I can go. Oh, okay, gotcha.
You can
Okay.
get to right where you're at. There you
There.
go.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, just
And
a few
then,
meters out.
I'll take my
Just-
shot.
-1.
Alright.
That's all you've got. One penalty.
Just -1. Okay.
Pray to Bima that this shot will be true.
Okay. I don't want to spend all my hope, so
Yeah,
on this one fight.
oh no, failure. Yeah, that's the early play
Oh,
test I
no.
watched of this game. They didn't realize that hope doesn't replenish super fast, and they were just without hope for like one hope point, and so it
Mm-hmm.
kind of added up against them. So, all right. Wanderer, you moved. Fulvus, you continuing to keep watch, and so far nothing seems to be appearing. Elaray, you're up here with him. Now, the rules for healing and the One Ring are kind of similar to Alien of some sort, in that he's not what would be called broken in Alien. So there's you can only make your rolls only works as if he actually got a wound. All of the damage against him will recover from resting. However, you can make him more comfortable. And actually, I will let you do a healing roll to make him conscious, if you wish. Unicorn, are you there?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was me.
Yeah.
I'm reading. So does he have a wound?
No, he does not. So I don't know if you heard what I had said. The rules. So he's just lost endurance, and his armor protected him from getting a wound. But I will let you make a healing roll to bring him conscious.
Okay.
And your healing is like amazing.
But my target number is really high also.
Oh, really? Oh, because your heart is so low.
Heart.
That's right.
Just trying to wake him like, you foolhardy dwarf. What were you thinking?
Look at all that dice. And you still got a great success. Oh, I'd love to hear the role playing right now between him and you. Oh, sad he missed it.
I know.
It would be fantastic. The first thing he sees is an elf, and you guys aren't quite the best of friends yet. So he comes to, and he still thinks he's in combat, and then he sees you. And, oh, what? Think I'd have an elf standing over me. What happened?
You had your fill of violence and near-death experiences yet?
The troll. What happened to the troll?
Nearly killed you.
Blasted thing. He's trying to get up, but he just can't. He's just so. He's just so. He's conscious, but he's just not in a good state. You can see him wince in pain as he tries to move. And we'll jump to top. That's his go. Not Bane's, but. Again, I keep going in the ranged one. See, I told you I forget all the time. He's moving, thinking he's being clever because there's a gully down here between hills. I'm gonna move right here. Which, yep, you'll be short range in your go, Belaganor, and maybe you can pick him off. All right, so top of the round then. Any change of stance, go ahead and do so, and if not, then Herobrand, you would be first.
Run down there and do my thing. Let's see what happens. Oops. Just straight up roll, right?
Yeah, no mods at all in this one.
Come on. Be scared. Oh no, not so scared.
Not so scared, no. All right. Wanderer.
I'm gonna move up closer, which gets me 6 amount to that pile of rocks. And let's see. I can try to rally comrades.
Oh, there you go, right before Belaganor's shot.
Fingers crossed.
Or
Damn
not.
it.
Ah. Okay. Pelicanor, he is in your short range, so you have no negatives whatsoever if you wanted to make an attack.
Yeah, I'll just stay right there and attack him then.
Okay.
Okay. Hopefully for good rolls.
Not working out, man.
Oh,
Oh my
my
god.
God.
It's so soul destroying. I know. It's.
I.
All right.
All right.
Coast is still clear, Fulvus. You are hearing the loud sounds of a troll barreling through forest, and all right, LRA, you're up. So,
Really not much.
no.
To do.
I know. There's there is one thing you can do. Oh yeah.
What do you see?
Yeah, it's in your inventory. Elrond gave it to you.
He gave me the drink and
Yeah.
what else was it?
It won't do any good right at this point in time, but it will once there's a rest.
Oh. Well, wait, do I use it during a short rest, or do I?
You can
Doesn't
use
really
it at any
matter.
point, really, but it is the benefit isn't going to happen until a short rest. I didn't know if you would think to give it to him while he's up there.
Yeah, I mean, it would make sense, like, cause he's still on his back.
Yeah.
So I would pull out the Miravar and I say, "This dwarf, drink this." Pour it down his throat.
All right.
Up his head a little behind with my hand and force him to sip on it.
All right. Now you've got. I didn't mark it on there. On your sheet. Just so you know, if you want to keep track of that on there, you want to, if you change the description, because it only takes a sip of this, just one sip. But you've got 11 sips left after this.
Okay.
I forgot to put it on there to start with. It's quite potent. Something that Aristor makes. Alright. So, this troll who's not scared now. I'm gonna mess you up. Comes running back. You're not so tough, little man.
Oh, shit.
And I'm going to say he doesn't see you, Wanderer or Belaganor. All right, and that's as far as he can go, and we'll go to the next round. Do you want to change your stances?
Yes, I'm going to change to forward.
All right. Harobrand, I'll let you go first.
Yeah, I'm gonna charge at him.
All right.
You picked a good day to die, troll. Okay, let's see. All right, gonna swing a heroine at him, and let's see what happens.
All right. Now, since you moved that kind of distance, I'm going to give you a -1 penalty because you
Okay.
moved almost your full movement there. But I'll still give it to you. But
So let's see. So I just go on to swords. Is that what I click on? Okay, there
oh,
we go.
you click on your actual weapon.
Oh, do I? Did it work? Oh, I did that. Let's
You have to double right click him
Oh, double right click on the guy
on the troll.
double right click. Okay, right. It's this way. Okay, so that should be him, right? And then I have to, and then just click on my sword, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then just move it, the penalty bonus thing, move it 1 to the left.
Okay. Here. Where is it? Hold on. Sorry. Where is? One to the left. Okay. There we go. Penalty. Okay. Looks good. Okay, let's roll.
Oh, you missed. All right. Wanderer, you're up.
I'm gonna move up and attack.
Okay, I'll give you the same thing, -1 on your attack on him, like I did.
Okay.
And Belliganor, you'll be next. Ooh, hit.
Right.
Yep, sounds good.
Finally, something good today.
All right. Belliganor, you have no negatives from where you're at. You're in short range, so you can go ahead and roll normal with no straight up roll.
All right. Belliganor will from the shadows, I guess, behind the trees, he'll shoot the troll.
Oh my god, man, this.
And just
Oh, I forgot to update my damage.
For.
The injury, I mean, for two-handed.
Oh, that's
I checked
right.
the box. I
Yeah.
checked the box, but
It wouldn't have. It only comes into play if you got if you did a heavy blow, or if you got a piercing blow to where he'd have to make a protection roll. So it's okay. It didn't change what has happened. All right. Fulva's still keeping an eye out. Nothing so far. El Rey, I assume, just staying up there. One of the dwarves crawls up to there. And was kneeling down next to Bane. He only just got into range, so that's all that he can do. All right. The troll is going to swing at Harebrand. And he does hit you. 6 points to your endurance. Yes. Your parry is 14, is that correct?
Parry is I think that's right. Hold on a second. Let me just.
It's all right.
Yes, correct.
Okay,
Yep.
I'm just making sure the code's working, so it is. Okay, top of the round then. You two are in forward stance. You don't have no negative this time because you're engaged. And
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll swing again, I guess.
Why should you be weary? Oh, before you roll,
Oh,
hold on. Are you below your,
sure.
yeah, your endurance is equal to your load. So just tick the weary box. So
Okay.
it's underneath your health. That means on the success die, anything a roll of a 1, 2, or 3 is equal to 0.
Okay, let me find it under my health.
It's right near your endurance. I think you might have to Alt click.
See.
It's right below load.
Load. Okay. Weary. I see. Okay. Click weary.
Yeah, if it doesn't select, then Alt click it. Yep, it's Alt plus click. Sorry if you hover over it, is what it says.
Oh. Okay. There we go. Okay. So will I take care of it then, or?
I hope so.
Okay.
It didn't
all right.
change on my view, though, so that's why I'm
No,
wondering if it's
my
working.
guy's weary. It's weary now. He's on his hands and knees there, the little weary guy.
You know what? There's something else that's weird about this, Cody. Let me see. Yeah. For some reason, the token, if you double click your token, it brings up a character sheet. That doesn't match the character sheet from the side
From the
right hand
journal.
column.
I noticed when I was setting up Blade Runner, when you put the tokens, there was a checkbox to associate the character sheet or sync them or something.
Ah, yes.
I don't know if it's the same here.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I thought I had that ticked, but I think that's what's going on here. I'm a moron. That's all right. It's working anyway. Yeah, go ahead and make your attack.
Okay, so just roll my swords. Okay.
Yeah. So if you roll 4 or 5 or 6 on those dice, then those count as normal.
Okay. So here's a roll.
1, 3. You still got a great success.
Good job.
Right, and then damage. It's just the first time I hit.
All right.
How
So
do I do damage again?
you didn't click your weapon.
Oh, so shoot.
Yeah, you clicked your sword proficiency. So let's see. I have to do it manually.
Yeah, 5 is the damage.
Let's see. Yes, but you also get it. So you can go and choose special damage in the screen journal. So you
Okay.
can do a heavy blow, which. So are you two-handed with this?
Yes.
Okay. So you could do your strength as bonus damage +1
Okay, so it's 6.
if you wish, and then you got
Yeah.
what, 5 for the.
Yeah. So 6 is my strength, and 5 was my sword damage.
So that's you can do. It's because it's two-handed, so you can do 12 points of damage as a heavy
Yeah,
blow.
let's do that. Let's do that.
And you cut deep into his heavy hide. And he just pauses from his movement as he was swinging his club up. And you stab into him. And he collapses, and you're having to jump out of the way so he doesn't hit you, land on you. And the troll is no more.
All right.
Now, if you count last session, that is a combat that lasted about 3 hours.
Harebrand Trollbane.
Yes. Things will speed up as we get more used to
Yeah,
the combat rules, but it did take us a little while to get through that. But that's
Right.
not normal, but we're all still getting used to it, so that's cool.
it didn't help where I was like all the way across the map too, so I
Yeah,
really couldn't help with the combat until I got closer.
I'm going to look at some better because those movement rules are.
Yeah, what is a round? How long is a round? Do we
Well,
remember?
it doesn't clearly state
Specific.
it. There's so much vague in this game. It does talk about like a an action to think about 30 seconds, and that seems a bit short movement to move for 30
Right.
Yeah,
seconds.
because you could run 5 meters in probably a second, right? I mean, something like 15 feet.
Yeah, but then I have to weigh that up. Like
Mhm.
only getting one action, one attack in 30 seconds seems a bit weak.
Right. Yeah.
So,
Weird.
Right.
All right.
but
Well, I'm glad he's dead.
I will look into that because I'm not happy with the way that works because it just prolonged things where it shouldn't have. So anyway, we learn as we go. So
That's fine.
all
All
right,
right.
Right.
The troll is down. He's dead.
Good job, Erebrand. Yeah, you did a mighty job. I didn't do much during that combat, but something must have
That's
cursed my
fine.
bow.
Let's keep your elf eyes keen, and watch out for enemies.
all right.
I sure will do that.
Fulvus, you heard a large crash coming from your southwest. After a few sounds of sword swinging, and then you heard faintly Herobrand shout something. It's a little bit distant from you.
Okay. I think then at this point I'll probably come down, thinking that the threat has cleared and that we can talk to these dwarves, 3 dwarves.
All right. We've reached the halfway point, so you guys want to take a break before we continue? Is that
Yeah, I
all right?
want to go refill my
Yeah,
water
sounds
bottle
good. I
at
need
least.
something to drink and use the bathroom.
Yeah, all right.
movement of enemies too, right?
Yeah, it works. It works against you too. Although, in keeping in the spirit of things,
Yep.
I won't let them make a roll to go a little bit further. They'll just have double movement, sort of thing.
Yeah, that would just too grindy, probably.
Yeah. Well, okay. Okay. So, Harabrand, you're a little bit exhausted from your ordeal and of running and being hit, and up on top above the archway over this door, there lies Bane. Fulvus and the dwarves rescued have come up to there. And there's a door open to that the troll came out of that stinks really bad.
So we're out of combat now, aren't we?
We are indeed, yes. So you can move freely.
So I'm gonna move over to the troll cave with everybody else.
I'll stay out here and keep watch for those bandits if they come back.
Okay.
I'd rather not go into a smelly troll hole.
How is Bane?
Are you gonna? Okay, I see your position yourself.
I'll say.
Bane is conscious, although still lying down. And you can see him trying to move, but he winces every time. And he's. I never thought I'd say this, but I
Anybody have?
think I need a rest.
Return to your napping. It's fine. We took care of it. I laugh a little bit. You swung a mighty axe, little man.
These three dwarves, the one closest to him is kneeled down, is kind of supporting his head. The other two are just looking on. They're all, this really haunted look on their face, but thank you for
We should
slaying.
not tear.
Thank you for slaying that troll. Sorry, Unicorn, I cut you off.
No, you're good. I didn't know if you were going to keep going or not.
No, you go ahead.
I respond to that. I say, we should not tarry. There are other bandits out there. They may return.
I guess Hairbrand says, what is your story, Master Dwarf?
First of all, thank you. And he looks around and finds Fulvus. Thank you. And he finally sees you. I assume you've let yourself become visible again.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for freeing us. We set out weeks ago at the turning of the season from spring to summer, out of the Blue Mountains, with Auric, our kinsman, and Thorin Stonehelm, the heir to the throne, journeying to Erebor. Thorin had spent the spring with us and helped shoring up our defenses against the enemy. From the north, raids were increasing from the northern mountains into our lands. And it was time for him to return, and shortly after we left Bree, we were attacked at night as we camped. And there were bandits, there were several trolls, and something else. Their leader, I've never seen anything like him. Big, fast. Nothing so massive has the right to move so quickly. Like one of the great mountain bears of old. He bore a wicked, notched sword. It was huge. He cut poor Narvi in half with a single stroke. One of the bandits called him Captain. I've never seen anything like him. One of the other dwarves pipes in. He was like to an ogre. From the old tales, you know. And he drops really quiet. And he spoke with the black speech. The third dwarf, he shakes his head at that. His voice, till the end of my days, I will hear that voice. Like fear given breath. And there was someone with him. Something else that kept to the shadows. We never saw it. We were taken, we know not where, for we were bound. Although, judging by the change in temperature, it was further north. There was a camp there. For weeks we were there. Thorin and Oric they took away as a prize for Radgul, they mentioned. Eventually they took us east. There were more dwarves with us. The troll ate them, I believe, we fear. And others, they took north from here. They were in a rush when they left. This was 2 days ago. Several of the men, they spoke about still having to go to the cold fells and being behind schedule, and the captain was with them. This giant creature.
He was bigger than the troll.
Didn't get the best look at that, but he was big like a troll, but moves faster.
And I would hear this too, right? Even
Oh,
though
yeah.
I'm like over this way.
You're not too far away, but yeah, you would have.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe some enemy that we've never encountered before. Something that has been hidden away.
Strange
now?
things are happening. I swear, it's straight out of the old tales. Strange things are coming down from the north. Have you seen it in your lands? An increase of the shadow.
The spiders have been particularly frenzied lately.
Aye, the shadow has grown.
They've been advancing on the Shire.
Yes, there are increased bandit activity as well.
It is clearly a dark day when the Shire's peace is disturbed.
This captain. Did he fear the sun? Like the trolls do?
No.
And he spoke with the speech of Mordor?
Aye, he did indeed.
This all bodes ill. And is this your wagon, or is this
No,
was this Lincoln's?
they took our wagon and smashed it up shortly on our way here. Used it to build this door here for the cursed troll. He spits when he says that.
Do you think that Thorn and Ulrich were both taken to the Coldfells with the other dwarves?
No way to know, but we were much further west when they were taken away. We traveled days since they were taken. I would have put them more closer to the North Downs.
Did you see their numbers? Or were you always with a relatively small band of brigands like this? Or were there armies involved, do you think?
When we were attacked, there was several trolls and there was more bandits. It was nighttime. It was hard to tell, but the camp we were taken to, camp, if you call it that, it was a work camp built into ruins, old ruins. But it looked like they were assembling enough weapons for an army.
Mm-hmm.
They were smiths.
See. I want to go and go over to the fire and grab a branch like a torch. And I want to just go into this troll hole see if there's something that we need to see in there. Anyone want to follow?
Bane, he can't follow you, but Bane says, I have a lantern.
Aye, that'll work. So I guess I'll walk over and reach it. And...
keep-
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. You're good.
No. Does anyone want to go in with me? Where the stench?
I'll stay with the dwarves.
Okay.
We need to make sure somebody stays outside in case the other bandits come back. So who all's gonna stay outside?
I was going to be a lookout because I have pretty good stuff for that. But
Keen-eyed.
Wanderer, do you want to come in with me then?
Shall join you.
Alright, if my coding works on my map, if you open that door and just step across the threshold, it should transport you to a map of the inside. Or it won't work.
Oh. Look.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, where'd you go? Are you in? I'm in a different.
I'm in the realm of Middle Earth.
Yeah, that's what I'm in.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm on a different map now.
It did not work then.
Huh. Well, it worked and we got transported somewhere else.
It's teleportation.
You're back in Rivendell, having a nice
I'm good
Elvish
about it,
cordial. I will drag your tokens to,
Okay.
if it works. Ah, there you go. And there, you two are in. And for those watching at home, there we go. So The
I'm still on
stenches
Middle
are.
Earth
Yeah, I'm
now.
still in Middle Earth.
Oh,
yeah.
just click back. Oh, let me hold on. I'll change this.
Sure.
Click on. You should now see River Camp as
Okay.
a map you can
Oh.
click on,
Okay.
and then you should be
Yep.
able to see what's going on.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So the stench is almost overwhelming.
It's overpowering.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and to your left, there's like a small little wooden wall, which is kind of in shadow. What's back behind it? Then you can see around the corner that it continues. You can.
Okay.
It's a smell of death in here. And if you right-click on your character, you should be a torch icon that shows up in the top left-hand corner. And you find that there's body parts, half-consumed corpses in that area there. And the sight of which is pretty horrendous. But if you don't have a torch, I mean, Wanderer, you don't have a torch as far as I know.
Oh.
Well,
Guess I'll turn it
I
off then.
did get that
Yeah,
branch.
yeah, you did. You got the lantern.
Yeah, and well, before that, I was grabbing a thing, and then so
Oh,
I could just hand it off to her.
handed that to her. Yes, of course.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, I got a lamp. I'll turn that back.
Give me my light back.
Yeah.
And so you find some sleeping area, but over on the side you see a few chests overflowing with gold. And
Well, we probably should take that.
I will not burden
the-
myself with such things.
Well, it could be the dwarves. It could be somebody's possessions. So,
Okay.
if I can, I mean, can I grab them? Are they too heavy for a person to grab, or can I?
all of it at once, yeah, it'd be too heavy for you, but especially right now because your endurance is low and you're weary. You
But
could
I can
carry
grab
almost
them.
half of it.
Okay. And what was in this little nook over here? You said, is that the body parts?
Yeah. Is it not visible to you?
Yeah, I just couldn't tell whether that's what I'm looking at. Okay.
Oh, does it come out pixelated to you?
It just is hard to tell. Yeah.
Huh.
Like where?
It kind of looks like a body.
Yeah, it's kind of like cold storage there for the.
Yeah, of sorts. It's like his walk-in fridge.
Yeah. Okay.
Huh, maybe the
Charm.
view is different for you guys.
It sort of looks kind of bloody, or like there's a bones or something there. Well, you know what? Actually, if I make it bigger, I had it real small, so oh yeah, there's a body now. Like I had it really small, so I couldn't tell.
All
Okay,
right.
but yeah, there's
And-
a body and then half a body and stuff. Yeah, okay,
Yeah. And a hook on the wall.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, you can't see
well-
it. All right.
I'm gonna grab like one of the chests or whatever and bring that out. I guess put it outside the entrance, and then I guess come back and get the other one and put it outside the entrance, just so it's out in the open air where people can see it.
Okay.
Any sorts of weapons or armor or anything that we could take. I'd be more interested in taking that versus gold.
Yeah, you don't see anything like that actually. I mean, these are chests. If there's daggers or something buried in it, you can't tell because there's a bunch of.
That's what I figured. There might be stuff in it. Who knows? There might be papers or something too. Although the troll probably can't read, but there could be something in there that he doesn't know about or he can't figure out.
True. But yeah, you can carry them out, and
Yeah, I'll just bring out that kind of stuff and put it outside so people can look at it. I mean, again, it might be possessions of these dwarves. They could say, "Oh, that's our, chest or whatever."
yeah. Okay.
And then I don't want to fund with these brigands, so I'd
Yeah.
rather throw it in the river than let them come back and get it. So
True. All right. I want to see if the coding works again. If you go to step outside the door, it should hopefully teleport you outside the hill. but it'll probably put you somewhere else in Middle Earth.
Yeah, we're back in Middle Earth.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm not going to use that module anymore then.
Oh, it didn't take me anywhere. Oh, if I went back in, they'd pop me back in the Middle Earth.
Oh,
Okay.
there's me in Middle Earth now.
Yep, I'm moving you back out to outside. I'm going to have to delete using that module. And I'll delete
Which
you
one
guys.
is that so I know not to use it?
It's I think multi-level tokens.
Ah, okay.
I need to double check that one because yeah, there's still some functionality coming around to version 10, I think, is part of the problem. All right. The rest of you see them come out with 2 chests of gold, it looks like. Not big chests, sorry. There's roughly, I don't know, a couple feet wide, about a foot deep, front to back as well. But they glisten. What sunlight is still coming through the trees.
I guess Bogner looks at chest and looks at the doors and goes, I suppose this would be your gold then.
And he steps forward to look down. No way to know. Our armor was taken from us weeks ago. I don't recognize those chests.
Perhaps we should look through them just to see if there's anything besides gold in there, secret compartments or anything, or if they're just chests, if there's
Okay.
papers or anything.
Sure. You look through those, and there's a lot of coin, but you do find a couple of cups, not jeweled or anything, but made of gold and like a plate. But the thing that stands out to you is that you find a ring that has some runes on the side of it. And let's see the language. You don't reckon. Do you have a lore skill?
Who is deep in lore?
I am well versed in the lore of this realm.
Can you read these runes, this writing? I hand it.
And it's a silver ring with a sapphire in it.
Did I make a lore roll?
Yes, please. +1 though. Yes, okay. You can identify some of it anyway. This is, you're quite certain this is from the Second Age. Numenorian. And the rune is it strikes you as odd, but it's the symbol of a mouse. Runes that indicate the word for mouse. A Numenorian is, as I'm sure you know, is related to Elvish, and I mean, you would understand enough of it. That's why I gave you +1.
I relay that.
Well, what does it do if you put it on?
Do you grab it?
Yeah, I guess I eagerly grab it away.
Perhaps you should not be so brash, Master Halfling.
Because eager is
Finding
one of
out.
your distinctive traits. So I can just see you grab it up. What does it do if you put it on?
I guess we'll find out soon.
Sorry, all jokes aside, do you grab it, Fulvus?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Before you can do anything to put it on, I mean, once you grab it, as you reached out your hand, you touch it. As you're pulling it towards you, it got smaller as you pulled it up close to you. I swear it's your size.
This looks built for a hobbit. I mean, it would be foolish not to put it on.
And Ellery and Hairbrand, it was the size for a human when you held it. And do you put it on?
Yeah, I do.
And you don't really notice a change at all. But it does fit you perfectly. But the rest of you, can you make an awareness roll for me?
Mhm.
Elleray,
Um,
what is the word for mouse? In
It could mean many things in the Numenorian tongue.
Pelicanor, can you roll awareness, please?
Yeah, give me a second. It's just
Oh, is it
Not-
giving troubles?
my sheet was like being weird. Yeah, it was just giving me some issues. To
Oh,
find out.
awareness is favored for you. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
That's a lot of dice. Harobrand, and Elleray. You've lost track of Fulvus. It was right here. But you're used to him
What?
being able to. It seems like he would disappear, but Pelicanor and Wanderer, he hasn't actually disappeared, but because you can see him, but it just you kind of just lost track of him just for a moment, but you saw him standing there, and then the rest of you noticed where he was. But it's weird. He's still standing in the spot that he was, but you just sort of lost track of him briefly.
okay.
And of course, learning that the ring is Numenorian, and he just got off our sight for a moment. I'm very intrigued by all of this.
And but Fulvus, you didn't feel any different at all. I mean, you're used to being able to remain hidden if you want to. But you were surprised you didn't. You only moved just slightly, and then seemed to be that your colleagues just were looking around for you. Some of them, anyway.
Well, it doesn't seem to be doing anything, but why are all of you looking at me so strangely?
Well, one moment you were there, and the next you were there.
But
Yes, I did just stay in this spot. I I will continue to be here in the next moment, if you just wait.
Something definitely feels off about that that thing. Maybe you shouldn't have put it on.
But you don't feel weird. You don't feel.
I guess I take the ring off and say, uh, does this make everyone feel better? I didn't mean to offend anyone.
It's fine.
Okay.
Perhaps we should get these dwarves back to the road, away from the camp here.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so a number of your colleagues you left at the bridge,
Yeah.
and they were going to be heading further west. And these dwarves, once we've had a rest, we think it best for us to return back to the Blue Mountains to tell the Baron what has happened. They want to know what has become of his son. And Narvi's folks will want to know of his demise.
That'd probably be best.
Shall we return to the road and to our friends then?
Did you leave your horses? You left your horses not with your friends,
No.
but you left them. Did you leave them with everyone back there at the road, or did you take them part way up? Can't remember
I
now.
think we left them back up there at the road.
Yeah. Yeah, we left them.
All right. So these two chests. Do you want to carry them with you?
I think we could probably give one of them to the dwarves because they probably had some of their stuff taken too. And we could
Yeah,
take one.
we should bring the gold, not leave it for the bandits.
Right.
That would be very kind. There's a lot of it there. I mean, the weight of it anyway. So they're.
Right.
But might we take a rest first, before we journey?
That'd be wise. We could all use some
All right.
Or do we want to stay in this?
some sleep.
We don't know if more of the enemy will come here.
I did overhear some of the bandits talking about the captain coming back soon, and if the
Yes,
accounts of him are correct.
I think it would be better to get back to the road, even if we're somewhat weary. We have more strength there. We have some friends, and that's just my thought. I don't know. I'm what everyone else thinks, but
Okay. Bane is not in much shape to be able to march.
oh,
I mean, we
Would
could
we put-
always
could we-
set up an ambush for when they do come back, while some of us are taking watch.
Or how big is that cart? Could we put Bane on the cart and pull the cart? Or does the cart require horses?
It would be better with horses, but if enough of you were on it, you could.
perhaps we could do that.
Pull it, yeah.
And of course, he would just love
Yes.
The
Oh,
To be pulled by an elf.
yeah.
perhaps I could carry him piggyback.
You also are quite weary
I just laughed.
yourself.
Yeah, I just
You
laughed.
can manage to walk, but just you're barely just
Yeah,
picking your feet up right now.
yeah.
Um,
But I'm not sure this is the best place to stay. I,
We could
I don't.
have someone be on the lookout ahead of us while the rest are pulling the cart. Just in case we do run up on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
bandits.
Yes. Because we
I'm,
don't know if the captain is going to return with more reinforcements or if he's coming alone.
yes, and like I said, at the road we have a few more people to as reinforcements if necessary.
okay,
Mhm.
so you're going to set out with the wagon. You guys pulling it as you go.
I think that's probably a good idea.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
maybe
You
we could have someone who has some good awareness skills behind us as a rear guard too, perhaps to give us warning. Oh, something's coming.
Awareness is favored for me.
Like no,
Right. So either in front of us,
yeah, it doesn't matter
someone
you
behind us.
or me.
okay? Well, there's two of you. Then
I'll take point.
there's
I'll take back.
okay. So it does take you longer to move with the wagon, as expected, of course. But you managed to get back to your friends in one piece without further harassment from anyone. And go back to this map. That is so weird how it teleports you guys there. Anyway. So you're back at the last bridge. And I want to see if the coding works. Now, I'll do it for Bane. On your character sheet, underneath Endurance, there's a section called Rest. And a short rest is like an hour, and you gain so much endurance back when you do that. Prolonged rest is like sleeping all night long. So I'm going to do a short rest for Bane right now. I'm going to see if it works.
He gets the bonus from my drink also.
Yeah, which is going to be wits plus, what was it? Wits. Damn it. I had to look that up again on your character sheet. In addition to wisdom, sorry. An extra amount of wisdom and 1 point of hope. And wisdom is a 2. Alright, let's see what happens for him. I haven't tried this out to see if it works. Hold on. Why does it not work? Oh.
That's not recover any endurance. What?
That's not right, because he's not wounded. Okay, well, we'll do things manually then. That's fine. One more thing, I gotta figure out what's going on with that. So recovering endurance from a short rest, it's equal to your strength. Unless you're wounded, which none of you are.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
his strength is 7, his wisdom, so he gets 9 back.
Are we all taking a short rest then? Is that what we're considering, or when we
I
get to the
I would have I would
considering?
have thought so, yeah. But
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
and then
I wasn't sure if you were considering the ride in the wagon as a short rest for him.
well, yeah, okay. Okay, that I was doing that for him. So it depends on the rest if you were going to take a break when you got back here. You were in battle and you've just marched just over an
Yeah.
hour to get back down to here. Well, longer plus pulling a cart.
Right. For my part, I think we should rest for a bit. But
All right. So you can all if you're down in endurance, you can all add your strength back, and your value of your strength and endurance back.
so now I'm back to full endurance. So then, do I become unweary now?
That's correct. I think you might have to alt click to get rid of it.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
So the rest of your companions had welcomed you back, and suddenly you've got 3 more dwarves with you. What did you do with the other chest of gold?
We brought it.
Okay.
Throw it on the wagon.
We were just going to, yeah, we were bringing one, and then we're going to give one to the doors as they head
Yeah.
out.
Okay. Okay. So you're back here at the last bridge. And beginning to feel a little bit more rested. Bane is still, he's able to walk, although you can tell by looking at him, though his pride might say otherwise, he's not really going to be the best in combat. And because he still looks quite weary. The 3 dwarves that you rescued are eager to move on. They could travel. And if your companions are headed west, then they wish to go with them, at least for a ways.
Without weapon, rations, or a wagon, how far do you believe you will get, Master Dwarves? You should travel east to Rivendell and rest there, and the elves can take your messages to the Blue Mountains for you.
Our eagerness is to be home, but there's wisdom in your speech. And they look at one another and think, yes, that would be wise. It only prolongs a little bit longer. I'd much rather have my health. Be able to deliver some justice back to those that did this to us in case we run into them again. Aye, Elf, we will heed your advice then.
Who are our 3 companions? It was Myrna and 2 others?
There were 2 rangers. There were Myrna and Gilraeth. So there's 3 rangers actually. And Myrna, the Fall was his friend from the Shire. And Hodar the dwarf was staying here, although he was going to journey with you. And
I would probably suggest one of the
My 2
rangers.
companions as well.
your 2 companions went back to Mirkwood to inform the king of what had happened. They
okay.
Before you guys left, they've already set out. What did you say, Unicorn?
I would probably suggest one of the rangers travel with the dwarves, since they're unlikely to be able to protect themselves.
Yes. Let's see.
I think our connection sheet in the fellowship needs to be updated a little.
Have I not?
It's got a whole bunch of people listed as with us currently.
Oh, I thought I changed that. Well, they are. Oh, Rudigar is with you right now too, because they're going west for. Yes. So I can update them now because they're leaving. So Myrna and Rudigar, they're headed west. Raven volunteers to escort the dwarves back to Rivendell. Just updating the sheet. And Moonwolf and Gilriath are headed west with the other companions. And that, I think. Oh, yeah.
Hold on. Ascalan.
I forgot to change his last time. Okay. Hodar is still with you, though. He's been looking after the camp while you're away. Okay. So, they head out, the three dwarves and Raven, aiming to make camp a short ways down the road, but they wanted to get some miles between them. And the rest are bidding their farewells to you. Myrna comes up to Fulvis. Do be careful, Fulvis, and I expect to hear many tales of your travels. I go now to protect the Shire with what I know, to prevent any more intrusions into our land.
Yes, Myrna. And we'll go track down the source of this and hopefully bring it all to an end.
She gives you a hug. And one last look before she heads out and catches up with the rest. And now it is the 7 of you plus
Sorry.
Hodar. 6 of you. 6 of you plus Hodar.
What about Ascalan?
He was already gone. I forgot to mark him off the sheet.
Okay.
He never left. I mean, when he left Rivendell, he went back to Mirkwood with the other one.
Okay.
My bad on that one. So it's nearing evening by this point. You know that they were headed north towards the Coldfells. Now the Coldfells, you guys are on the map. So the Trollshalls take up this area here. Just above them here is the Coldfells.
About where that other red X is right there.
That's within it, yes.
Okay.
And you know that's where several trolls and the captain and some of the bandits were headed that way. That was 2 days ago. That is what you learned from the dwarves.
Probably. Right. We probably should, keep going on. We don't want to be behind these bandits and their captain by too much.
We know that they have Lord Thorin.
Wait, have we rest?
You know that from these dwarves Thorin and Auric were part of the same party that was attacked by the captain and several trolls. And there was something else in the shadows that they never saw. From their account, they think that they were, so just after Bree, they feel like they were taken north because the air turned colder to a camp. They're guessing the North Downs. From there, Thorin and Auric were taken as a prize for Radgul out of that camp. And then these three dwarves were taken east. And at some point, some other dwarves were added to their group. And when they were at their camp, where you guys just found them, those dwarves were taken north. Up towards the Coldfells. That's where the direction they went anyway.
We've already rested, right?
You've had a short rest, and it's getting on towards evening.
Right.
Do we look for a place to camp?
Yes, we could.
Many dwarves are in need of our help, but we cannot be in two places at once.
We need to rest it, and maybe perhaps start on the morrow. Bane needs. I say this where he can't hear it, but he needs some more rest before he is, and I say this, he is probably our strongest fighter, and we need him healthy if we are to tangle with many enemies.
But are we to head west to follow Lord Thorn's trail, or north, the Ettenmoors?
That's
Or
the
the
question.
Ettenmoors?
That's the question. The Coldfells. Yeah. I don't know. Perhaps we don't have to make that decision tonight. We can find a place to camp fairly close, and then make the decision in the morning. Perhaps on a clear head.
If we're to travel west, though, we might camp at Weathertop.
I think that's too far to camp tonight. I mean, it's probably dark now, right? It's getting dark now.
Yes, it is. It's beginning to be.
So I mean, Weathertop's got to be miles and miles away. It's not like just a mile or two away, right? It's
Yeah, that's going to be.
like days or day or two travel.
It's going to be
So-
just over 2
so-
days.
Yeah, so if we could find just a place somewhere that looks like kind of covered and off the road a piece, perhaps, where we can go kind of hide out and camp. I think that would probably be a good idea, but I'm open to what the rest of the party thinks. But
I know not the ways of traveling on these roads. You can tell she's like really shaken too after the whole experience, and she just goes and sits down with Thorin in the wagon.
You mean Bane? we found Thorin. He was
Yeah,
there.
I would agree with.
How many dwarves?
We're done. We found him.
I would agree with Alare that we should head to Weathertop, but I could understand we might not make it there. So
Yeah, the journey to where we are at now took us, what, 3 days?
yeah,
Yeah.
Weathertop is much too far for tonight.
Yeah, Weathertop is at least the same distance.
We need to just find a spot to rest tonight that's defensible or hidden or.
Okay. Well, you do know from your journey. I mean, on either side of the road, there are some little hills and little dips between hills and such, where you could kind of be somewhat secluded. There's some tree cover, though it's not forest. But
Do you think south of the road a bit away
Any
from
caves or anything like that?
well, none that you saw, you'd have to do a lot of searching for that. But then this close to the troll shaws, probably not safe to be looking in any caves. You would know that.
This map doesn't show them, but
Map of
probably
Eriador?
still not. Yeah, Eriador shows the little ruins of towers.
Yeah.
Probably out of our distance as well on the other side of the bridge.
but that's still far, I think.
Still far.
Yeah.
Yeah,
how about
it
just in
looks
the
like it'd be too far.
South of the road, so that I don't think north of the road we're closer to where the bandits were. South of the road, so there's
And
less bandit activity that way, and find a nook between a couple of hills, put a hill between us and the road, so we're not seen from the road, and do our best.
Yep.
cross the bridge maybe and come in
Yeah,
this
somewhere.
area.
I'll agree with that.
Okay. I will put you there. All right. So, resting. If you're not injured, which none of you are, that allows Bane to recover all of his lost endurance. If you're injured, you can only recover up to your strength value. And a short rest, you can't recover anything at all. Which means Bane's going to wake up ready to fight.
It's like, where's the troll at? Where's that?
Yeah.
Let me have it.
Upset that he didn't get to kill it, but because it did target him. All right. So morning comes. And despite your ordeals, you do feel quite refreshed. And importantly, you gained a great deal of knowledge as to at least what had happened to the party of dwarves. And somewhat of an idea of rough location, possible locations, some of which confirmed your suspicions, your guesses based upon other events. By now, your companions, if you guys are on the Eriador map, but your companions
I
probably...
wasn't sure if we were supposed to go there or not.
Yeah, it's a little bit more detailed. I should have went there to begin with. By now, your companions have probably made it about that far. And you know, the farther they go west, slightly at least more safer they're going to be. But you're now torn in a direction. You know that there's probably a trail that you could pick up from where you were at to follow up into the cold fells to where some dwarves were taken. The dwarves you found thought they might have been in the North Downs, but they couldn't be sure. And so...
That's where they were taken from?
That's where, when they were taken from Bree, they felt that's where they went.
Were taken from...
But they were blindfolded and bound, so they couldn't tell for sure. They're only knowing that by temperature change. By going further
Was that
north.
where
Right.
they
Okay.
thought the work camp was?
Yeah, they believe so. But then they were sent east, and they knew that Thorin and Auric had been taken to be part of Radgul's prize. You have heard the name Radgul before because Rudigar and Gilraeth and Edoras mentioned it. And that this tower here, which is already circled, which is where they had tracked a group of orcs who were headed north out of there, and they had tracked them further up this way for a while before turning back to Rivendell. So, does Thorin and Auric, are they in the same place where the party that left the bandit camp was headed to? You don't know. But it's the closest leads you've got.
Well,
Okay, so that if we could go to that, we could go to that tower, or we go up north.
Or you could go back to the camp where you were, because
Or
if they
even to
left
the-
there could be some trails. And you've got a ranger with you who can track very well.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think if we want to pick up the trail for the dwarves that were taken away, going back to the camp would be the best.
Right.
I agree. Continuing where we found a lead from.
I agree as well.
that would be my vote.
And Ella Ray still
Yep. Sounds like
out of her depth out
in
here.
agreement.
I assume that you decide that that is as good a choice as any.
I think are we all in agreement to go back to where we fought and follow the trail from there?
Yeah, and if we can find, maybe if we spot anybody back in the camp, we could get some information out of them.
Sure. Well, then let's finish breakfast and move on.
All right.
If that's all right with you, Sleepyhead. I say to Bane.
Now I'm ready to go.
I clap him on the shoulder.
I want to fight.
You did well before you decided to take a nap.
Very funny. Very funny. All right. And he's eager, so he's wants to lead, so he's the one. So I'm gonna put you back at the camp. We'll stay on this map, but
Mm-hmm.
you find let's see. So you know they left north out of there, so a hunting roll, Wanderer, would be your tracking
Okay.
ability. Ooh, good thing it's favored. I see that Eye of Sauron there. Yeah. That could have gone badly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're able to pick up the trail pretty easily. I mean, you are looking for very large footprints, and you found them, and you could see it's several several tracks of large human bipedal creatures, so it kind of fits the description. You do find a few human-sized tracks that go along with them. And you're kind of on the edge of the troll shaw, so let's put you up where you're at. So the troll shaws, as you know, is an area that is an area not to travel through lightly. Besides trolls being a frequent danger who make their home in these parts, the heavily forested hills are covered with sharp rocks and thick blankets of moldering leaves, which are always wet and prone to shifting beneath your feet. So you kind of lose your footing and fall onto some sharp rocks. So you do have to kind of keep an eye on how you walk. And so now we go into journey rolls, and as we follow the standard journey rolls, but occasionally I'm going to have Hunter, I'm going to have you make a roll for tracking to make sure that you stay on the trail. So, one moment. I need to switch.
Do we need to set like an order of how we're going to be?
Well, first off, look at your fellowship sheet. And down at the bottom, near the bottom where it says below travel, is that going to be the job assignment? So Fulvus and Elleray as lookouts, Wanderer and Belageno as scouts, Herabrand hunting, and then Bane's the travel guide? You would
Yeah, I'm fine with being a scout.
go ahead, Chris.
Could I? All this wants to take over the travel guide role.
Okay. Should be able. There you go. And
Wait, hold on.
let's see.
I mean, I don't know if anyone's a better hunter than I am. About the only thing I can do is hunt. Out of these is hunt.
It's you or Wanderer.
I'd probably be better as a lookout.
It's fine. Bane is actually, he's decent with Explorer, so he could explore. And
Yeah.
Hunting's favored for me.
so why don't you move to hunting since you're tracking, so maybe that makes sense.
Oh, there we go.
Well, why didn't it work? Oh, there we go. There's Bane. So Bill Genner, if you wanted to drag your token over to Lookout. And Herabrand, what did you say you were going to, Herabrand? Just
Well, I'm.
I can drag it
well,
for you.
I guess I could say in hunting. That's probably my better of these.
What was the other one you were talking about, though? I forget what you said.
Yeah. I mean, hunting. I'm a 2, and but it's under strength, so I'm better at that. Then like travel, I have a 2. Well, travel, I guess. Travel, I'm a 2 as well. Travel or hunting. Yes,
You can only have one guide.
Yeah, so that's why. Yeah, that's why hunting. Explore, I'm not as good at. I don't think. And what's the last one?
Lookout, awareness.
Where? Yeah, no. Don't have me do that.
Okay. Then we'll have you hunt then. Okay.
No, I depend on the birds for that.
Okay, I'm just gonna mark route. Okay then. let's start this off. We've got a little bit of time left, so we can get some journey in at least. So, Fulvus, have you make a travel roll, please? No mods, just straight up. Single success. Okay, hold on a second. I need to put a token out. Alright. Ah, damn it. Clicked the wrong thing. Lookouts. I need both of you, Belligan and LRA, to make an awareness roll, please.
All right.
So if you look at your in the skill screen tab journal, there's a tab called Journey Roll, so it kind of gives you a rough what your job is, but a lookout is just keeping watch.
You said awareness, right?
Yeah, just awareness roll. Wow. Wow. Oh my.
Wow.
Dang.
Look at that.
I mean, it's favored for me, so that's why.
Yeah, elves have that both. Ellery had the same thing. Yeah, you're fine. You there was, lookout is more than just looking for enemies. It's also keeping an eye, making sure you're following the path that's been laid out by your guide and explorer. I mean, their job is to kind of cut through, the underbrush and such and find the trails. But you guys kept an eye on that really well. All right. Another roll, please. Travel roll, please. And great success. Wow. You've made pretty good time. Let's see what happens. Sorry, I'm making some rolls here. All right. I need Bane to make a roll here. Didn't mean to make them private. Oh my God. Jacob's really going to love this. So, as you're traveling along, you've gone several days here. And Bane steps in a trap.
Oh.
And it's a spring trap of a net. And suddenly you see him hoist it up in the air really fast, gathered up in this net. And after he's done bouncing around for a while, he got a few bumps from it and has lost a few points of endurance, although that'll come back at the next time he sleeps. But you've just entered the cold fells. And so he's just hanging. And it's up into a tree, the rope that holds him there, and he's struggling, trying to get loose, and a little help. Now, this is Wanderer. This has all the signs of a troll trap. This is a typical method of them to gain. One of their methods to gain food is to set traps like this.
Be on the lookout, everyone. This is a common troll trap.
Can we cut him down?
Yeah, it's up into the tree. There's a tree nearby.
I'll climb up and cut him down.
Okay.
Yeah, roll athletics.
Yes, please.
They're doing that. I'm just gonna be keeping a watch for troll.
Great success. And you're able to cut him down. Ellery, while they're doing this, you noticed a flock of crows fly down and just sit in the surrounding area, just looking at you all.
Oh.
And as Belaganor climbed the tree, a few of them went up to see what he was doing. Not really close to him, but just to get a better eye. And a couple of them were hovering outside the hanging net, holding Bane. Once he was cut, of course he goes tumbling down, and they fly back up to the tree just keeping an eye on all of you.
Can I try to whistle to them?
You can. That's going to be if I remember right, a persuade or a.
Persuade, I think is my best chance at it.
I think there's a few.
You sure you want to do this again?
Courtesy, persuade, or song. Those are your choices. Yes.
Why not?
I mean, I was just joking.
Oh, okay.
Like last time he got told to go.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So persuade. I'm gonna roll persuade then.
Yeah.
And then when they come over, I'll try and persuade them. Okay, just straight up roll, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm. No penalties or anything. Great success. You hear
okay.
You hear a loud squawk, and they all get up from the branches they were resting on, and they circle around above, not your head in particular, but the group of you there.
Can I?
And they fly up. They fly up higher, and you don't really get like an interpretation of a word, but it was just like a scoff, if you can think of whatever it would sound like for a raven to have that sort of
So
sound.
like, not the friendly birds, huh?
And they fly up to the highest tops of the branches, much higher than what they were. Still looking down upon you all.
Won't talk to me, huh?
That's not concerning at all.
And they're in the trees
Well,
here
these,
are.
maybe
Go
the
ahead.
same ones.
Sorry.
I wonder if these might be the same ones as we had seen earlier in our journey.
I don't know.
Hard to tell. The trees here are beeches and pines, and they're quite tall. But they're, now that you're on the edge of the cold fells, you can see quite a distance. To some extent, because they're not as tree covered, but they're wind-swept foothills. You know, the farther north you get, you're going to get into mountainous region, but the thing about the cold fells is it's a highland area because you're getting higher and higher up, but they're crisscrossed with deep crevices and gorges. Some of them almost out of nowhere you stumble upon them. You have to watch your footing. And you can see as you look out hints of little rivulets, like tributaries that go down into the Horwell. You guys haven't advanced you yet. You're up there.
Okay.
And so the Horwell is on your west there. There's lots of little rivulets that kind of feed into it. And you can see the hints of them before they duck down behind hills. And there's a number of, which is not uncommon, but you see ruins. It's not uncommon to see bits and pieces here and there. Some collapsed towers up on tops of hills. Sometimes the remains of a burial mound that has been obliterated by the trolls. And it doesn't feel, the wind picks up here, see, and it doesn't feel very comfortable.
Getting chilly. Drew?
And shortly after Bane has been cut out of the net, kind of straightened out his armor, those crows fly off. And Wanderer, it's time for you to make another hunting roll to see if you've maintained the trail. Success, okay. And do you move on?
Yes.
All right, make another travel roll then for us.
I feel like if we don't keep moving those... Oh, go ahead, sorry.
No, you go ahead, man.
I was just going to say, I feel like if we don't keep moving, those crows will tell their masters that where we are.
Indeed, those crows were unsettling to me.
Yes, they're quite rude.
All right, Fulvus, make another travel roll. Success. Okay. Um, come on, open up. Harabrand, I need you to make a hunting roll, please. Actually, both you and Wanderer.
Hunting. Okay. Got some skinny rabbits for dinner.
Yeah.
To cook with some taters.
Yeah. A little bit slim pickings for the food, but you're able to get enough. And the weather picks up. It starts.
I've had worse from.
The weather gets a little bit colder. Wind blows, and you've gone. Your journey has taken you about 10 days following this trail. And you descend into a gorge, climbing down a series of steps, hewn roughly on the side from some ancient time. One of its steep walls. You follow a gurgling stream at the bottom. As it slowly turns west, you're starting to come out into the Horwell. And you come around a bend, and above you and in front of you, on top of a hill, you see the ruined stump of an old keep and the remains of a long curtain wall of stone. Now, this isn't out of the ordinary sort of sight in this area. You've seen this quite often. But there's two things that's different about this one. Number one, the tracks you are following lead right towards it. Both up the hill, you see the human tracks are headed up towards that keep. The larger tracks you see headed off to your right slightly, as if they're going around to the base of the hill, on the right side of it. The other thing that makes this different is that the ruins seem occupied. Now it's gotten dark, or at least the clouds in the sky as the weather has turned on you have made it dark a little bit early. But you can see firelight coming from the keep. And looking to your right, I mean, you can't see all the way around, of course, to the other side of the hill, but you can see the beginnings of large piles of rocks. Looks like they would continue more further around to the other side of the hill. But there is a small trail that climbs up the steep side of this hill, and it kind of zigzags back and forth because it would be too steep to go straight up. And you can hear the roar of rushing waters. It makes you feel like you're probably not too far from the Horwell at all. In fact, it's probably just beyond the hill. Somewhere northwest of the ruins. And you can't really tell much about the keep. It is ancient beyond reckoning, probably made by the men of Westerness of the Second Age. Its purpose, now lost to memory. But, Wanderer, you recognize the style of it is that of Numenor. But you knew that already. This land used to be the realm of your ancient peoples. And I think we should probably stop there.
So an inhabited keep that would attract people to it. Alright.
So they're human size, right?
Human going up the path to the keep, and the larger size
Yeah.
going around to your right.
Right. Okay. Gotcha.
All right. Everyone gets 3 points in both adventure points and skill points each. 3 each.
And where do you when do you spend those?
When you're in fellowship phase. So, like,
Okay.
going back to Rivendell to chill out, or,
Free or
Okay.
something.
yeah, a place where you're in relative safety.
Not when
and-
you're on the road.
No,
Right.
no. And so you tend to have quite a bit of points when you get back to that, and then you can advance quite a few things. It's considered downtime, and you're, in the books, unlike the movies, in the books, they're in a place for quite some time. A week or two before they think, okay, maybe we should move on. Yeah, so there we go. Episode 3 complete.